Reciprocal energy is necessary in all partnerships, and it comes a time in your life when you need to make sure that you're not being, breadcrumbed in any of your partnerships. What I found out in life, when you accept breadcrumbs from people, I don't care, what the dynamic of the relationship is, you're selling yourself short, and you're keeping people in your energy that don't have good intentions for you, that are not solid, that are not reciprocal. I feel like partnerships should be reciprocal. You don't have to see nobody every day. You don't have to talk to someone every day, but the energy should always feel reciprocal. So if you are always pouring into someone and you're showing them, unconditional love. I won't say unconditional because we do have conditions in love, right? But you're showing a lot of love to the person, and you're not feeling it on an energetic level coming back to you. And instead of you releasing or addressing the situation, you continue to allow it to happen. And what you're doing is selling yourself short because you don't feel good in that situation, but you're masking it. So it does something to you, right? Because it's like everything has to do with self. I'm going to always go back to self. When you start accepting breadcrumbs from people, you have to look back at yourself like, why do I feel like I can't get better? Why do I feel like I have to hold on to them and just only accept their breadcrumbs? Do I not feel like I can, I not feel worthy of a genuine connection, partnership, or whatever it may be? You feel like you have to settle. Why do you feel you have to settle for somebody breadcrumbing you? You don't. Like self-love, like when you start loving yourself and accepting yourself, you really don't give a damn about company, phone calls, or any of that. But you still want to audit the connections that you still have in your life. And in this new era of my life, I'm just auditing. I don't have many connections. Like, I had the stroke, and that helped me see I had no real connections around me. So I cleared that. I don't have those around me no more. And it feels good because I don't have people in my energy that are breadcrumbing me and that are, I feel, monitoring spirits, because you're never coming, but you coming to receive. You know what I'm saying? And to like get updates on my life, but you secretly silent about your life. And those type of people aren't, those aren't good partnerships in your life, whether it's a lover that's coming in and out, a friendship that's coming in and out, a family that's coming in and out. Like I say, you don't have to see somebody every day. I'm the type of friend, you're not going to see me or hear from me, but just know if you need me, I'm there. And I will, shoot a text and check up on you. I'm going to keep the communication somewhat there. And what I've started learning to do is sit back and see if it comes back the same way. Don't do too much. Stop pouring in. Stop doing all the calling. Stop doing all the texting. Stop doing all of the checking in, right? And also stop being so available soon as somebody call you, because once you realize people are breadcrumbing you and they only come to you when they're going through something, or they need you to, they just need your energy. They miss you, ain't been around you, ain't nobody else like you. So they'll come around and get a refill and then go on about their business. When you find out people are like that, you feed them with a long handle spoon. And me personally, I just cut them off. I don't have time for that fake shit no more. I've dealt with a lot of hidden enemies in my life. People that I genuinely love, genuinely trying to help and uplift. And because I have a Virgo moon, I will help people that are in their fucked up season. I don't walk past people in their fucked up season. It's like if God bring you across my path, I will help pour into you. You know what I'm saying? And people will resent you for that. It's weird. The same people you do that when they don't have, whatever, they will be, once you fill them up and they find themselves, it's like you can see that the connection wasn't genuine. That was a user. That was somebody that was coming to pull your light. And then me being over giving, over, open, just always an open door. That's what I'll call it. Whether I seen you every day or I seen you once a month, that door will always be open. And it was being open for people that it shouldn't. That bitch should have been deadbolt. You know what I'm saying? So, but I realized when people get up, I'm going to say this. When I'm down, I'm going to remember who was there for me when I come up. People don't do the same. When they're down, they'll be around you, right? And you're helping them, motivating them, whatever the situation may be. They'll get up and they'll completely forget about you. And then they become very passive aggressive. So that's why I just don't want females around me. Like, not on no intimate level like that. Like, yes, acquaintances. Yes, I love to network and mingle, shoot the bobo. But all that BFF shit, no, my BFF is God and myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, my secrets, my plans, all the things that I want to do in life, the things that you usually would share with your so-called besties and things like that. I've learned in my path, it's best for me to just keep my shit to myself. You know what I'm saying? And work hard on me and stop being oversharing, because I'm the oversharing friend. Not oversharing, but I like to share what's going to elevate us, right? So if I find something that's going to elevate me or has elevated me, or I think it's going to work, I'm going to share that to the group, right? I don't care if it's a financial come up. I don't care if it's a learning, like get your education type of come up. I don't care what it is. If it's something that's going to elevate you and your kids or whatnot, I'm going to give you the 411. What I sat back and learned over time, my so-called friends, ex-friends, they would have the 411 on stuff and they would share it with everyone else. And I'd be the last one to find out about it. And that's when I started realizing, oh yeah, you giving to people, you put people on, you see them in a different light than they see you. You go out your way to help people when they ain't got nobody else to call. And when they got things they can help you with, they would call everybody that they couldn't call when they was down, give it to them, and you the last on the list. That's when I'm like, oh, hell no. I watched my mama go through that type of shit with females. You know, people will sit around you and hate you. It's weird. They'll have a hate for you, and they'll sit around you for years with a mask on. And it's up to God. It's up to you to listen to God, because I'm going to be real with you. Every fake ass bitch that end up exiting my life, is not a day that spirit has not even never told me about them. I always knew in my intuition. Always knew. That's why I'm saying, don't let nobody breadcrumb you. When spirit tell you a bitch not really for you, cut them off. All that fake smile and all that, I love you, that's the breadcrumb you so they can still stay in your energy. Your job is to have strong discernment and strong boundaries. I don't care how long you known them. I don't care how you was introduced to them, because I've also been introduced triangulation through somebody else, through my brothers, through my cousins, through my friend, my friends, so extension of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't owe loyalty to nobody that your intuition telling you they don't really fuck with you. See, your spirit gonna know before your flesh. And what I used to do is ignore my spirit and go with my flesh, wanting to listen and believe with the flesh when I know better. And so now, because I'm older and I'm ascended and I've been through life, that don't get past me. I listen to the spirit inside of me, and I don't go against it ever. Because the times that I did, I was always shown why I should have listened to my intuition. And so yeah, that's just my espresso talk for the day. Don't be breadcrumb. When you have a light inside of you and you want to cultivate that light, you want to grow that light, you have a vision inside of you, you have to be very mindful of the connections that are plugging into you. Because the plugs could be taking away and not bringing in. You know what I mean? Like, you want plugs that's reciprocal. People that's plugging into your energetic field, you want to make sure that they are genuine good people that are there for your highest good. Not people that really don't fuck with you. And you don't know what it is. We never know why people sit around us and be envious of us. We don't know why, people will not really like you but still say they love you, because people aren't real. They're not real enough to tell you when something's going on. And that's why people don't like me, because I'm willing to do the heavy talk, the uncomfortable talk to get to the root of something. But people sit around you and act like you never, like you could have pissed them off, right? But they won't say nothing. They won't address it, but they'll sit around you and grow like grudges for you. And so I just don't got time for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that too much. And it's just crazy because I don't come from a place of that. So I'm always mind blown when I find out like the snake shit that people do. And so I'm just tired of being mind blown. You can't shock me no more. Bitches are crazy. They do the weirdest shit, and it comes from their traumas. People have their own traumas. Everybody be brought up differently. People be jealous of how you brought up, how your family treats you, how you're, close with your family or whatever the situation may be. They might not have that. I've had that type of envy in my life too. People sit around and be jealous of me and my mom's connection, because they don't have that themselves. It's just weird how people are. And so once you just learn more on a spiritual level, you detect it early and you get it out of your life. And I thank God for me going through that shit in my early life, because I don't have to deal with it at all in this chapter. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see it. And I ain't like connected to nobody. I've learned how to be stoic when it comes to connections now, and to detach when necessary, to remove the emotions, remove, how you thinking you should be because of a connection. No, you remove the emotions and you look at it for what the fuck it is. And once I started doing that, actually removing me and looking at the situation as a third party for what the partnership really is showing itself to be, it makes it so easy for me to cut people out. I don't have time for it. You don't fuck with me on an energetic level, but you ain't real enough to tell me that. You ain't real enough to stay away from me. That's what I don't respect, because I don't like being around people I don't fuck with. When I cut you off, I cut you off on everything. I don't want to see no updates on your life. I don't want nobody come telling me no updates on your life. Like, you don't exist anymore. And I wish people would be real like that. If you don't like a person, and a person don't necessarily have to do nothing to you. It's just your energies may not mix well. But if you discover that, get from around them. Why is you still around people you know that you don't truly fuck with? Like, I just don't respect that. So I like to stay to myself. I like to go out and mingle and then come back and be to myself. I like to, keep my plans and everything with me and spirit, my spirit team. And that's that, because if you read Outwitting the Devil, you know that the spirit of the devil will jump in the closest to you to keep you off of your path. And the more that's ganged up against you, the bigger your calling is. So always stay mindful of that. And I hope you enjoyed this chat. And I'll see you guys in the next Morning Espresso. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness.